everybody, it's Annette. It is time to harvest my dried mint. I've got to go outside tonight and cut some more. It's getting really big, and I want to cut it back before it gets too cold. So I've got several sprigs of mint here. It's been drying for 2 weeks exactly, hang drying in my laundry room. It stays dark. I got string here, and I just put it on a clothes hanger. So I'm just going to start picking some of this off and harvesting it. And just kind of talk to y'all while I do it. I do harvest the flowers with it. The flowers still smell good, and I still drink it in my tea. They're beneficial. Flowers kind of look like that. They'll have kind of maybe a lavender tint to them, but they're very fragrant, and it's mint, and it just smells so good. So we're going to go into, if you haven't already, cold and flu season. Mint, I just love mint. And the story with mint is that when I was little, as far back as I can remember, maybe 4 years old, my grandmother would go outside and I would walk with her. I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. And she would go outside and we had mint in the yard, and my grandmother would pick the mint leaves, go inside the house, and I would stand with her while she brewed the mint. So the smell always evokes that sense of maternal love and the bonding that I had with her, and seeing her do that and brewing a cup of tea. So I can't drink this without thinking of her, and it just smells so fragrant while I'm doing this. If scents could carry through the camera, this would be just so amazing for y'all, but just trust me on this if you don't have it. And I know people say that mint is an invasive species. Honestly, that's fine with me. I have one really beautiful one that I'm harvesting from, one that didn't look like it was happy in its pot, so I transplanted it into the ground outside, and it will probably be happy. I'm fine if they evade in that area. There's nothing there. It helps with bud control and just keeping pests away from the coops, which is definitely something that I want. And I'm just kind of picking off everything dried. This is what I'm working with, and I'm just kind of pulling at the stems to get these buds off. And they will be transferred into a quart jar with a lid. And then I'm going to seal them and put them in the pantry because I still have some mint that I've not finished from last year. But the time my grandmother, that's special to me, and it's something that we can pass on to our kids and our grandkids, something they can carry on with. But as we get into cold and flu season, mullein is a really good go-to herb. I'm going to go to a herb fest tomorrow and see what I can get. I need to restock on peppermint. Would like to get a mullein plant, and I just recently learned about this species called leaf of life, anti-carcinogenic, and just beneficial in multiple ways. And I just realized, I kind of paused. I realized like my mic is down here on the stove, so I don't know what kind of sound we're going to get. If it sucks, I'm sorry. But mullein is good. Rosemary, I grow rosemary. It's a good antiviral. And echinacea, of course. Elderberry. I do have an elderberry plant. It's a baby plant. It didn't really do anything this year. It was a cutting I received from somebody. And we'll see how it does, God willing. I'm going to put some pine needles around it and water the ground really well before we have a frost. I've already talked to my girlfriend, and she said I could pick up some pine needles. So I'm not going to keep this long because, again, I don't know what this sounds like in the microphone, but for hanging herbs, again, just use a little piece of string. I have a laundry room. It stays dark in there. It stays cool in there. So that's where I hung it. I hung the mint up for 2 weeks. There are other ways you can dry mint, dehydrating, but you're going to lose a lot of nutrients, is what I've read. So I chose to do the hang and dry, and that's what I'm going to do with the next batch. I'll try to take a photograph of the ones I'm getting tonight. It's recommended to cut early in the morning or late in the evening now that we have the days getting darker or shorter, darker faster. Yay! Uh, I will be doing that this evening. So making room for the new ones I'm going to need to dry by getting these out of the way, and the timing's good on it. So it smells very fragrant in here. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. We'll try this remote control. I have not been too smart with this thing, but anyway, if this works, even if it doesn't work, I love you. Stay well. Focus on the herbs, the antiviral herbs, rosemary, echinacea, elderberry. Just read up on your herbs. There's a lot of them that we have access to. Easy to hang, easy to dry, easy if you don't even have anything to start with to go to your store and buy in bulk. They're not expensive at all per ounce, and you get a lot in 1 or 2 ounces. You would be surprised at how many leaves you can get, how many dried herbs you can get in a bag, and it doesn't cost a lot. So stay healthy out there. Love y'all. Take care.